but Haile Selassie gave us somebody that we could look to say, well, some of us were kings.
He had been arrested and removed from the palace by army conspirators, led by a colonel called Mengistu Haile Mariam.
In two incidents, my people, is beyond coincidence. Anything more than two incidences, my people, is beyond coincidence. So there's many things that people may say, this is just a coincidence. But we find these instances to be more than two. And a coincidence means two incidences. So we find that when we find these instances that are more than two, these are fulfillment of biblical prophecy, especially when we see that these things are in the order as they're written in the scriptures. So the investitures first. And that's fulfilled by Daniel 7 and 13 and 14, Revelation 5, 6 to 10. Now, the second is the vexing of Psalm 2. Psalm 2 and 5 speaks about the vexing. And it's fully described in Matthew 24, chapter 24, Matthew chapter 24, verse 21 and 22, Revelation 6, verse 18. And the third of these events in the historical order will be the return of Yesolij in glory to deliver the smiting blow. The smiting blow of Babylon, which is spoken about in Daniel 2 and 45, also Daniel 7, 9 to 11, and Revelation 19, 11 to 21. Now the fourth is the judgment of the nations, the judgment of the heathen, the judgment of the Gentiles, and the setting up of the kingdom in Daniel 7, and 10, 26, and 27, Matthew 25, verses 31 to 46, Revelation 20, verses 1 to 6. So we have...
was a racist. The E.T. Washington correspondent Andre Showell reports.
But Bush is now undermining the United Nations. He is acting outside it, notwithstanding the fact that the United Nations is the idea of President Roosevelt and Winston Churchill.
Harsh words of rebuke from a man whose fight against apartheid earned him the Nobel Peace Prize.
Both Bush as well as Tony Blair are undermining an idea which was sponsored by their predecessors. They do not care. Is it because the Secretary General of the United Nations is now a black man?
So we have four events within the historical order which are being fulfilled right now. These things are being fulfilled right now because I has been sent as a repairer of the breach, the renewer, you understand, the renewer of the liberty, one to repair this breach between the Ethiopians at home and abroad, one to renew our liberty, the liberty of Ras Teferi, for we to understand what Ras Teferi is, who Ras Teferi is. Because many people have that question. There's many people who are being called to Kedemawi Haile Selassie, being called to Negusa Neges, but they don't understand the fullness of this way. So we owe it to them to show them the fullness from the scriptures, to give them the education they need. Because the Master said that justice is a product of education. So justice, tzaddik, you understand tzaddik, which is very much similar to that word tzedek, as in malka tzedek. Tzaddik, which is justice or righteousness, is a product of education. So education in the scriptures now provides us that road to become the tzaddikan, the righteous one, the just one, because we understand the justice of Negusa Neges, Ethiopia, the justice of the King of Kings, and the testimony of Jesus Christos must be with us. Now, in this historical order, we find that the first is the investiture of Yesod Lij with the kingdom, rather with the kingdom authority. That the child of humanity, the Son of Man, that one who is to come, will be invested with the kingdom authority, with the power of the authority. You understand? The power of the authority of the kingdom will be invested to the Son of Man. And the verses that they give us, the verses that are given for the first of the historical, in the historical order, the verse that's given for the first in the historical order is the investiture of the Son of Man with the kingdom is Daniel 7, 13, and 14. Now, Daniel 7, 13, and 14, this is a scene, they say, in heaven before the coming of Yesod Lij. And in Daniel chapter 7, verse 13, it says, I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man, Yesod Lij, came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days. He came with the clouds of heaven, and he came to the Ancient of Days. He came to Kedemawi Haile Selassie, Negusa Neges,